Now we're going to talk about arrays and dynamic arrays in C++. Now before we dive into the coding, let's understand the concepts of arrays and dynamic arrays. An array is a fixed size collection of elements of the same data type, while dynamic arrays allow us to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. They provide flexibility and the ability to resize the array as needed. We'll begin by exploring the implementation of arrays in C++. In this code snippet, we include the IO stream header file for input and output operations. Inside the main function, we declare an array called numbers with a size of 5 and initialize it with the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then to access the arrays, we use the index notation. We can modify an element in the array by assigning a new value to it. And to traverse the array and print out all of its elements, we use a for loop. Alright, so that should have been review. Now let's move on to dynamic arrays, which provide the ability to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. In this code, we declare a variable size to store the desired size of the dynamic array. We prompt the user to enter the size using the std cin and store it in size. Next, we use the new keyword to dynamically allocate memory for the dynamic array. We declare a pointer called dynamic array of type int and assign the memory address returned by new int size to it. This allocates memory for an array of integers with the specified size. We then initialize the elements of the dynamic array using a loop. Each element is set to its respective index plus 1. To access and modify elements of the dynamic array, we follow the same indexing rules as with regular arrays. We output the elements at index 2 and modify the element at index 3. To traverse and print all the elements of the dynamic array, we use another loop. Similar to the array implementation, the loop variable I starts at 0 and iterates until it reaches size -1. We output each element followed by a space. Finally, we deallocate the dynamically allocated memory using delete dynamic array. This frees the memory back into the system.